now going to work on the way to actually refill the battery once it's drained totally down to the bottom. So if I take a look at my inventory menu panel, switch this back on, you can see that we've got these 4 batteries. We need them now to be dynamic and interactive. We need to be able to click on each battery in order to refill this battery. And as we pick up new batteries, for those to replenish again, so we can carry a maximum of 4, or we can just use them all. Okay, so we're going to do so by creating a new script. So go into the My Scripts folder, right click, create C# script. I'm going to call this Battery Manager. Okay, so let's just double click on that one. So for the Battery Manager then, we need to serialize some fields. At the top, these are all going to be game objects, and I'm simply going to call this one battery image 1. Now obviously we've got 4 battery images, so let's just Control C and paste 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be battery image 2, battery image 3, and battery image 4. Now I'm going to paste another one, but this one's going to be battery button 1. And I'm going to copy that one again, because there's also 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be battery button 2, battery button 3, and obviously battery button 4. So that allows us then to associate those images and buttons with this script. Okay, so what we need to discover now is when are we actually clicking on the button. So under the save script we need a new variable, call it public static, it's going to be a bool, and we're going to call it battery click, which equals false to begin with. Let's save that. Let's go back over to Battery Manager. So in the start we're actually going to change that to true. Okay, so save script dot battery click, and it will make sense in a minute, equals true. We're simply going to switch that one on. Now under the update we're going to create a new function, and we're going to call it from here. So the function is going to be called check batteries. Okay, and now we need to create that, so that's going to be void check batteries. Oh, sorry, it's a function. There we go. Okay, and we need to say if battery click is true, then basically it can run the rest of the code, so it can actually check for the batteries. Now the reason why we have this battery click true and false is we only want it to do it over 1 frame. We don't want to be continuously switching batteries on and off all the time, each and every frame, if we don't need to. Okay, so this makes sure that it only happens over 1 frame. So it's going to be save script dot battery click equals true. Okay, if that's the case, then it's going to run the rest of this function. So we need to determine how many batteries we have. Once again, we're going to come over to the save script. We're going to create another public static, this time of a type integer, and let's just call it batteries equals. Let's just say that we've got all 4 to begin with. Now obviously if you want to start off with none, just put 0 there. If you want to start off with 1 battery, just change it to 1, etc. So this determines how many batteries you start with. Back to the Battery Manager, we're now going to say if save script dot batteries is equal to the value of 0, so in other words you don't start with any batteries, we're obviously going to switch all of these things off. Now, it's quite a bit of typing to begin with, so we're going to say battery image 1, dot game object dot set active to false. And we can just highlight that, Control and C, and let's paste that 3 times. And obviously there we go. We can set that now to battery image 2, battery image 3, and battery image 4. Just gonna paste again, and this time I'm going to change this one to button. Highlight, Control and C, and Control and V to paste 1, 2, and 3. So button 2, button 3, and button 4. Great, so that will now switch all of those items off. So on the inventory menu, it should be completely blank where the buttons are, where the batteries are. Let's just highlight all of this, Control and C. Let's press enter. In fact, I'm going to press enter twice just to leave a little bit of a gap between each. Control and V, so now we're going to say if batteries are equal to 1. So that means that the first image now needs to be true, and the first button also needs to be true. So we're switching those two on. Okay, now let's highlight and copy this, and let's paste this. So now if batteries are equal to 2, it means that the second image is also going to be switched on, and the second button is also going to be switched on. We actually want to switch the first button off. So in other words, you have to select the last button in the stack, which in this case is button number 2. You won't be able to select button number 1. And let's do Control C on that one and Control V. So if batteries equal 3, then we're going to turn on the third image. And we're going to make the third button true, and we're going to set the second button to false as well. So now you basically have to select the third battery if batteries equal 3. Control and C, last one. So if battery is equal to a value of 4, we're going to switch on the fourth image, so we've got them all on this time. And we're going to make the fourth button true. So I'm going to switch that one on, and we're going to switch off the third button. So basically, when we click on battery number 4, it's then going to change to 3. Okay, so only 3 images will be displayed, and the third button will then become active. Click on that one, then obviously it becomes 2, and it just reverses its order all the way back to 0. Okay, so this really is a button manager. Now, what we need to do now is obviously create a pickup, a battery pickup. So let's find out where the battery is. So Survival Kit Lite, battery, prefabs. Okay, so there's your battery. All right. So what I want you to do, and this is your assignment, is I want you to put the battery into the game level. I want you to create it as a pickup, and I want you to complete the the pickup item, so that you've now got a pickup type equals 2, and I want you to complete the code for that. So try and figure out exactly what you need to type in order to increase the number of buttons in the GUI menu, in the inventory menu, so that you can click on those in order to replenish the power of the battery.